back live on YouTube as well now, cause right when I challenged the boss, the connection to YouTube decided, because YouTube's a bitch as always, to say fuck you. You know? Anyway. Now let's try fighting the boss here again and hope that it doesn't cut out. Oh, my buddy Twisted just started streaming as well. And he sent me an invitation to his broadcast. Hang on while I actually, you know, tell him that. Alright, that's that done. Sorry for the blue screen there. I just told him I'm streaming too. Also, I think Ganyu was the wrong fit here. Yep, he's immune to Ganyu. Can I actually still switch here? Doubt it.
Shine down.
Ow. I mean, like this, I'm doing some damage to it.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Ow. That hoy. Oh, where is he? Over there. Alright. Missed me.
Rest and rebuild.
Damn it, I needed to use my burst here. And it pulls me away. Because like that, we're actually healing our party when we attack. Ow.
Buckle up. You're dead meat.
Hey, first hit did 7,000 damage.
Shine down.
Ow. Oh well. It sucks that I can't use Ganyu's attack or burst because he's immune to cryo. I'm never gonna get sick of that line.
There is no escape.
When Dia says your mommy teach you that when she takes damage.
Shines eternal.
And that's the weekly boss done. I mean, you don't need to wait for those things to go there, so... Alright, X, not square. Oh, we actually got 3 of the weekly boss materials here. That's nice. Actually, let me see here. HP, and crit damage and attack. Oh well. Better than nothing. Honestly, it kind of sucks with the time elapsed in the top right. Wait. In the top left there. Since I had to restart the stream because now it just says 5 minutes even though I've been streaming for more than an hour already. Which boss should we actually do next? I mean, I can just do the usual beating up a child every week. I mean, I don't really need the boss materials from him at all for Hu Tao, I think, but I might as well, because you never know. Maybe there's another character later that needs those materials. And I don't really feel like fighting the ones in Inazuma or fighting the first world boss you unlock. Or weekly boss, I mean. Also, before I actually go in there, I should actually go in with characters that have full health. Because that's the smart thing to do. Coming from an idiot. Also probably a good idea to eat some food that gives buffs. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. I normally just go for the level 70 because that's just high enough where they give you the weekly boss materials. But considering I'm going in there with a mostly level 90 team.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Wait, as long as we don't aggro him, can we just stand here and look at him? He won't attack us either. Funny. I bet if we get close enough, he'll actually attack.
Illusion shattered.
Whoops.
Poor timing. So quick to flee.
I'm not fleeing though.
No touching.
Passable effort.
I mean, we're doing good enough. We're avoiding the riptide effect he places on you. Which you can get rid of if you actually run to the edge.
Careful now.
By the way. You know? I missed.
Not bad, not bad.
Alright, his second stage.
Not bad.
Gonna be significantly worse, though. For us. Because now he's lightning.
Word of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis.
Raging tide.
Shine down.
Has your luck gone out? The price of a single slip.
Hi. There is no escape.
Not really. And that's his second stage done. Keep in mind we're fighting him at the max level, which is 90. Now we get the possibility of skipping. Because that's just an automatic cutscene that plays every time. Is this the same thing again, where we have to just get close enough before he attacks us?
Shine down.
Oh, shit, we're nearly dead.
Access denied. Next on the agenda. Come on, focus.
Alright, now we should run to the edge to get the Riptide effect off. Also do this.
A brush
Ow.
maneuver.
I meant to do this, because then we can heal up party. And of course he teleports away. I was actually trying to build Kokomi as like a really tough multiplayer healer. And dead. Well, there goes our healer.
Torn to oblivion.
Oh shit.
Illusion shattered. No touching.
Yeah, I think our main attacker here should be Ganyu. For obvious reasons, since she can do 10,000 damage at the very least.
We're way behind schedule.
And he's gonna... Let's just finish him off with the... And we killed him with Dia. Alright, that should be that Battle Pass mission done. HP percentage, attack, and crit rate. No, none of the things that we actually need for the craftable weapons, but to be fair, I have a few of them still, so no biggie. We should actually try again. We should just try and get the sigils, or enough of the Dendro sigils to actually get that one level, so that we get 2 pulls for the limited banner. And I should probably get rid of that quest here, or at least select a different one. Which we're gonna do, because I did say we were gonna, after this world boss, or yeah, weekly boss, we were gonna do Farazan's quest here. Begin hangout. I actually wish I got her, because then I would also have a character that actually needs those scarabs. Of which I now passively have collected 40 exactly. Alright. Let's zoom out. We need to zoom in. I actually haven't heard... I can't actually remember if I heard the voice lines for Farazan in the... when she came out. So, yeah. More story where we actually hear her voice actress, I guess. Did I mention, by the way, that the main reason why I started playing Genshin Impact is because the voice actor for my favorite character in Overlord actually voices one of the characters here. So, yeah. Needless to say, I was very happy when I finally got Mona. From failing the 50-50, so that was, damn, but at the same time, oh yeah, finally got the character I started playing the game for. Right, we should probably revive her. Alright, Battle Pass mission. We should have passed that, and we should also now get at least 2 levels. Considering the mission that we did for the 3, where we have to do at least 3 of the weekly bosses is guaranteed 1 level, but it also gives us just enough with the XP that we have now to get 2 levels. So from 19 to level 21. Also, in my opinion, the most valuable thing you get from the Battle Pass, you essentially, in my opinion, is what you get at level 30. So most of the time I only buy the bottom half of the Battle Pass here until or mostly I buy that once I hit level 30. But I can't collect the
We
lower
mercs
half.
have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most.
Actually, let's
is your
use
new
those standard wish pulls, because you never know. But, yeah. The downside is why I can't collect that on stream right now is because I bought those on the App Store, aka Google Play. And, well, I bought the lower half through Google Play. And, you know, PlayStation is kind of being a bitch about it. Because honestly, I buy it on the App Store because it's cheaper than to buy it on the PlayStation, you know? Like, if I were to, say, buy
My people
the...
are used to the desert life,
I'll actually show you.
but still.
Because since I am on PlayStation, I can show you how much they are. Like here, the Blessing of the Welkin Moon is €1 more expensive than it is on if you buy it on the App Store. And also, if you were to spend 100 here, you actually spend €10 more on the PlayStation, because on the App Store it's actually only 100. Also, the standard bonus here that you get after the first purchase is essentially the amount you need for one pull of 10. Also, we need to get 6 more Primo Gems for that one pull, which we probably get after this, after doing this story quest.
Even though most of the Academia's restrictions have significantly relaxed, I'm still a bit worried that the Matra might give her trouble.
Also, I've heard some of the, also going off topic here, but I have heard some of the allegations for the voice actor who I think it's now who originally did the voice for Tainari. Honestly, that was just being an asshole. From what I've heard, I'm not gonna say anything about it, or about what he exactly did for obvious reasons. And I don't know all the information, so I wouldn't know either if it's right. But I think he got fired and they were replacing him. Anyway.
I need to stay here to keep an eye on the situation. Kale, can you head to Sumeru City and find out why she isn't here yet?
Does it have to be me?
I'd only assign a job this important to someone I trust. Are you not feeling well?
Is Farazan that bad?
I'm fine. I've completely recovered. It's just that if I'm going to see her, I think I need to mentally prepare myself first.
I know. You'll have a tough time if you go by yourself. If we can arrange for someone to accompany you...
Cue the Traveler, I bet. In a predicament, I see.
Oh, hey there!
Ah, it's been a while. What a coincidence. I was just thinking about asking you to accompany Kale to Sumeru City.
Why do you think of me? Question mark. What made you think I have time on my hands? Wow, so it's either, alright, what's the catch here, or just be a general asshole to him. Or just be rude.
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just that this matter concerns research banned by the Academia. Not the sort of thing you'd shout from the rooftops. Also, you happen to know about this situation? There are very few people I can trust to be discreet right now. After giving it much thought, I believe you're the most suitable person for the task.
Research banned by the Academia? And something that I know about... Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to turn off the
It's
autoplay there.
complicated, and this isn't the best place to talk about it. We'll fill you in on the details once she arrives.
Who's she?
You might have heard about her in Sumeru before. Experienced senior researcher.
When you say very...
Let's just say that a huge part of Kasharawar's mechanical research over the past 100 years have you
100 years? Is she human? Wow. Is
She only returned to the academia after being found in the wilderness a few years ago. Because of that, her current person... She doesn't have bad intentions, so you don't have to be scared.
I mean, should I?
I'll try.
Oh, do we really have to invite her here?
Yes, Kasharawar and Spontamod researchers are often quite prejudiced, so I can't trust them with this matter. However, Faruzan isn't influenced by modern thinking. In our previous correspondence through letters, she indicated that she'd be willing to help. Anyway, can you go with Kale to the academia and check on Faruzan for me?
Sure thing.
Thank goodness. I was so...
Our task is important, but not that urgent. If Faruzan really is in some trouble, come back and tell me about it. We can always reschedule our meeting. After all, if she's distracted by other things, it'll affect her ability to help us.
All right, let's go.
Alright. Speaking of, I just quickly have to check something else here. I have to be completely at the back. Oh yeah, I needed these things for Tainari. And of course now I get the warning for the internet connectivity crap. Like honestly, it suddenly cuts out without warning, or it just says gives you a warning and never anything happens. So if it suddenly cuts out, I'll restart the stream again. I'm wondering if I should actually level up Tainari here. Some other time maybe. Right, where to go? I mean, there's a reason why I'm not teleporting there instantly. Again, we do need like 11 more sigils of the dendro variety. So if we find any chests, I'll go for them too. Like most of the common chests will just give you one sigil. But then if you open some of the other ones, they give you more, obviously. And I should probably land before I'm too high up and run out of stamina. Is that an Oculus? Apparently it is. I mean, since we're here, might as well give it a shot and grab it. I actually wonder how should you build Tainari? Can we just fall down from up here? I wonder what happens if we actually jump off. Damn it. We just get teleported way too far down. But we should still be able to grab it here. Oh, mechanism, so there is a chest at the end of that. And just in case, it's a sniping thing. Oh, come on. It's one of these. Well, this is one
There's
sigil.
nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
I guess now we have 25, so now we only need 10 more. Right? We only need 25 still. I'm now constantly, because of that warning that they gave us, I'm just constantly checking my internet if the stream is still going. Yep, 25. Need 10 more. And I already see another chest along the way there. Probably, again, a single sigil. Also, for some reason, I actually really like exploring the desert in Sumeru. Yep. Oh no. I think I need a Dendro character on the team for this one. So, 3 guesses who's joining the team here. Da 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 da. Alright.
Time to broaden
Why
our
was it
horizons.
lagging there?
Look alive!
Right, the other one is here.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge. Yeah.
Do we need a...
Access denied.
don't tell me we need a frickin'... Oh, we need a character who can use a bow and also has the Dendro element, don't we? Might as well.
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time?
Well, that's one hell of a line to say when you join the team. Damn it, I missed. Oh, that didn't work.
Buckle up!
I probably murdered it for no reason there. I have a feeling there's something that we actually need to activate here.
Look alive!
Aside from this. Oh, there's actually a fishing spot there.
Can't see.
Let's get it on!
Yeah, it's not being revealed here. Now, well. I mean, to be fair, now that I look at him walking around and everything... Oh wait, there's a guy up here.
Enshroud!
No touching!
Headshot. That's him dead, and now up for you. And he's dead. Seriously though, how do you... Where's that thing you would need for activating it? All that for a potato.
Next on the agenda.
I mean, there's also a chest up here, so... And it also gives us one single oculus.
Happy to oblige. Buckle up. You asked for it.
I honestly like the animation for Dia's burst. I mean, again, she is, with the way she plays, she's actually a lot of fun.
Smells like something good is inside.
Why did he have to say it like that? Oh, there's actually one of those song things. Alright. I mean, obviously, we're switching to Dia for this. Wrong button here. I think we needed to equip the lyre for that. Yep. Wrong one. Whoops, wrong one. Alright. Nara's music is hard, alright. Oh, wait, I had autoplay on. Back to Vanara I go. Nara friend, I'll see you around. Huh. Well, we got a radish out of that. There's another one of those music things over there. Somehow those music things are actually a lot of fun.
We're way behind schedule.
I know they're probably gonna be immune here,
This is
but
long overdue.
might as well.
Cha. Hi. Cha.
And my friend Twisted again sends me an invite for his stream.
Let's get it on.
Kinda in the middle of my own stream here, so that's him dead. Alright. Let me just no, I just sent him I'm streaming at the moment. Alright. Sorry for the blue screen there. Honestly, let's try a different character for this now. And Kokomi here definitely needs food. Alright. Wait, huh? Why did that teleport me? Alright. Damn it. This tree branch is in the way. Damn it, of course this thing was now cooled off. Alright, that should unlock the chest then. Yep. And this should also give us 3 sigils.
I think we can forgo the lost and found report.
Aww. Alright, that kind of sounded like me though with the meh. So that was essentially us activating a teleporter. Alright. Alright, but now seriously though, on to the rest of the story mission here. Enough screwing around. Also, if you actually use Kokomi's burst, I don't know if any of you know this, but if you actually use her burst, you can temporarily run on water. Or walk on water. While her burst is active, of course. Honestly, I like it that my dog, whenever I start streaming, he just sits right here next to me.
Sorry, what did you say? Oh, could you repeat yourself? As you know, I'm sure, hearing goes with age.
Is she just being a...
Farzan, I said that you need to give us an answer.
About what?
Yes. And did you forget to add madam when you addressed me earlier?
Your hearing is perfectly fine.
Yep.
Madam Farzan, we don't want to make things difficult for you. However, you haven't been teaching courses or supervising theses these past few years. Isn't this rather problematic as an advisor? Never mind the students, even other advisors are starting to complain.
And
why?
who, if I may ask, complained? If they have any issue with me, tell them to talk to me themselves rather than waste any of your time.
True.
You don't have to tell me anything. I very well know that it's those people from Haravatat. How I wish they'd put their time into doing proper research instead.
But, Madam Farzan, it has been a long while since you last made any practical academic contribution yourself.
Academic contribution cannot simply be divided between the tangible and the intangible.
The issue here, I believe, is that the reviewer doesn't understand the very nature of knowledge itself. In any case, makes no sense to use a metric like this to evaluate a mentor. Which sage set this rule anyway? I should write a letter of complaint right this instant.
Wait! Madame Farazan, please let me finish.
That's her, alright. But the person with her doesn't look like a Matra.
She looks so young. For those of you joining, that's because apparently she's over 100 and still human.
Shh! She hates it when people call her young! Her body apparently stopped aging during the year she was gone. So that's why she looks the same as she did 100 years ago.
So she disappeared for 100 years? What in the world happened to her? Yeah, I'm actually curious about that myself, so that's what I'm going for.
Okay, I think I'm ready for this. Let's go!
Anyway, Akara Crafts and the leader of Ksharawar would like to invite you to collaborate on this project. They're wondering if you'd be interested. Madame Farazan? Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I actually got her when she came out.
Kale! Why are you here at the Academia? Are you feeling better now?
I'm much better, Madame Farazan. It's all thanks to the Traveler and the Dendro Archon.
Have you been sleeping well? You seem to be developing some eye bags. Is that brat Tainari forcing you to stay up late again?
No!
Aww.
It's because I'm a slow learner. It's not Master's fault.
It's good to be hardworking, but you need to take care of your health. I'll have to give Tainari a right talking to when I see him. I'll also prepare some health supplements for you.
There's really no need.
Ah, and is the person beside you the legendary Traveler?
Before I actually say that line, she acts like a grandma who's worried about their grandchild at this point. Kind of funny in a weird way. Anyway, pleasure to meet your acquaintance, madame.
Oh, I've heard much about you before. In fact, I've been meaning to meet you for a while now. It is thanks to you, after all, that the Academia is finally getting back on its feet. Even Kali's illness is...
Ahem. Madame Farazan, I believe we were still discussing the collaboration with Akara Crafts.
I'd wager it's those Ksharawar dunderheads finding excuses so that I'd go to their darshan. Say no more. I have no plans to change my field of research.
If you're this unwilling to participate in the collaborative project, you can also consider teaching a class. It might be difficult to teach a course with topics that only fall within Haravatat's subjects, but we can't delay this anymore. You need to give an answer. You can teach a course or participate in a collaborative project. If you don't do either, it'll be hard for me to persuade the advisors and students who have been complaining.
This sounds like some internal academia dispute, or this seems to have nothing to do with Tainari's request.
Could you not give me a few more days to consider? This matter has been delayed for so long already.
That's precisely the issue. If you don't give an answer today, I fear that someone will soon escalate their complaints to the sages.
What a waste of free time these folks are. Now you two are here at Tainari's behest, I take it. I'm sorry, but given the current situation, it looks like I'll have to come over some other day.
Kale seems like she wants to say something. Please give me a moment with Kale.
Of course. I shall need some time to think as well.
Honestly, I wish I got Farazan when she had a raid up.
She seems so busy. Master said there's no rush, but I know that he's been busy working on something at Pardees DI, so he hasn't returned to Gandharville for several days now. I feel for Madame Farazan, but I still want to ask her to come with us. But if I get her in trouble with the Academia, then she won't have the time to help Master. What should I do? Oh, this is such a headache.
Let's help her resolve her current problem first, or let's think of some way to get her to Partis DI, I think is how I should say it. Anyway, let's help her with her current problem.
Yeah, that would be the best for them both. I'll check with Master later and see if there's anything I can help him with. But I'm sure he'll say, the best thing you can do now is study hard, so I don't have to give you remedial lessons.
I can stay and help Farazan.
Huh? Oh yes! This way she can get her problem sorted out quickly, and then she can go see Master. So if I also stay and help... that still sounds kinda scary.
You don't have to force yourself, or let's observe... let's observe the situation first.
Okay then. I'm counting on you.
Oh no.
I have to teach students from Haravatat, or owe Kasharawar a favor. It strikes me that they might be even less happy about such a deal than I am.
I think I can sympathize with them.
We're back, Madame Farazan. The Traveler said that she can stay and help you.
Oh, why I couldn't ask for more. In fact, I'm rather curious about the type of person the Traveler is. You were the one who taught Azara a lesson after all. That said, will I be troubling you?
It's not. It's no trouble at all. Or I specialize in solving problems with a sword and stabbing most of the people that cause said problem.
Is that so? Good. It does so happen that I do have something I need help with. Now, should
Who do you
I
want
apply
me to
teach a course
stab?
with Haravatat, or join the collaborative project that Kasharawar is proposing? Honestly, I don't want to choose either of them.
I mean, since this is a 4-star character, the ending will be different, depending on the options we chose. Tell me more about the Haravatat course. Honestly, I'm more interested in the course than the collaborative project here.
You might have heard of it before. Haravatat is an academic faction that researches languages and runes. 100 years ago, Madame Farazan was a researcher from that darshan.
Now, not was. Still am.
Yes, of course. But current Haravatat students can't really... understand her direction of research. So even if she opened a course, chances are that no one would attend.
Direction of research?
In summary, I mean to interpret the configurations and solutions of ruin mechanisms via the deciphering of on-site stone carvings and unearthed documents. It'll include research into general documents dealing with such ancient machines.
Is that how you would normally go about it, though? What's so hard to understand about it?
The research method is supported by Haravatat, yes, but the content deals heavily with both ruins and mechanisms. This will make it difficult for students of this darshan because they don't understand much about mechanisms. Also, there are fewer and fewer unexplored ruins left nowadays, and Kasharawar researchers have been developing their own theories on mechanisms. As such, they don't need to rely on ancient documents.
So this subject is what you might call a sunset industry. That's a strange way of putting it. So she's doing very nice research. Or very niche.
They're far too complacent. Ancient mechanisms are more dangerous and complex than one might imagine. I'm telling you, things weren't like this 100 years ago. All researchers back then were interested in exploring knowledge from a variety of topics. They also gave more respect to unknown mechanisms. Nowadays, all people are interested in are mainstream subjects in popular research. Even if they attended my course, I wouldn't be interested in teaching them. Also, the people here think that my research is outdated and unrealistic, so they keep cutting my funding. Why, I think they could all stand to learn from Calais. She's a hard-working child and respects her elders.
Huh? Why me?
If only those who came to my lectures were more like you. Speaking of which, are you feeling better? You don't have to confine yourself to Gandharvaville anymore, right?
I just remembered that I have a lot of studying to do. I need to head back and find Master.
Wait, I have an idea. Kale needs to learn how to read. And you need to teach a course. Oh, come on. Honestly, these two just sound like the same option here. Because if you put them together, they just sound like they fit together, you know? Let's go with, you need to teach a course.
Are you telling me to start a reading course for Kale?
Huh?
Wait. Although Tainari has academic dealings with the academia, he isn't considered part of it. This means that Kale isn't technically a student.
Does she have to hold a class? Does she have to hold this class in the academia? Can't it be a public course?
No, she's right. The old academia became consumed by their arrogance precisely because they ignored the public. There must surely be many people like Kale and Sumeru who are passionate about learning but cannot study due to various reasons. The old academia paid no heed to them. But if I start a reading course for Kale as a pilot, perhaps this shall come to benefit many more people in the future.
True.
I'll need to go back and ask if this is in accordance with regulations.
Oh, save yourself the extra trouble. I'll come with you. If there's any arguments to be had, we shall sweep them aside together. Traveler, Kale, do wait for us a little while outside the academia. I'll be back in just a moment.
Wait! Let's catch up with her.
I actually do wonder what happened to her that her body stopped aging.
Let's move out.
I can't believe she rushed right in after we arrived. She's really headstrong.
Did I end up giving her a bad idea?
Turn out like this?
Did I end up giving her a bad idea? You seem quite scared of her.
No, not really. Madame Farazan is a brilliant scholar. Even Master thinks so. If she's really going to teach me how to read, it'll definitely be much better than me bashing my head against the wall. It's just that she can get a bit too passionate sometimes. I don't know how to handle that.
I have several questions there, but how can you learn to read by banging your head against the wall? Anyway, the way she treats you... Honestly, that looks... The way she treats Kale is more like a grandmother, you know? Is completely different from how she treats researchers.
Maybe it's because she wants to take me in as a student?
Maybe she's having like grandma-esque tendencies. That's what I'm going with.
It's just like that researcher said. The academia has completely changed during the 100 years that Farazan was gone.
I mean, obviously.
I don't really get it. But it does seem like Haravatat's students aren't optimistic about the prospects of doing research with her.
Wonder why.
Students who are interested in mechanisms and applications of the elements generally enroll in Kasharawar and Spontamod.
Alright, oh.
Madame Farazan also refuses to accept random students just to make up numbers. She still hasn't found a student she likes, even after all this time back.
So she's a teacher with no students.
But she seems to like my attitude toward learning, so she often asks me if I'm willing to become her student. It's because I'm a slow learner that I have no choice but to stay up late and study. Whenever she compliments me, I feel really guilty.
I mean, you can just tell her the truth too, you know. So you're scared of her because she keeps asking you to become her student.
It's not that. Madame Farazan respects my choices. She hasn't been trying to persuade me, especially since she knows I need to rest and recuperate. She sometimes brings food to Gandharvaville for me, and each time she says that Master can't find out.
Aww. That sounds like something that sounds like something a grandmother might do for her granddaughter. Called it. Frickin' called it.
Now that you mention it, it does feel a bit like that. Do I really look that young?
I mean...
Kale, Traveler, thank you for waiting. The issue has been resolved.
To be fair, Farazan is apparently over 100 years old, so in her eyes, yes, Kale is that young. That was fast.
I argued with the higher-ups and convinced them of the practicality and necessity of educating the general public. If I'm not mistaken, they're the students of my classmates' students. They're a lot less forceful than their predecessors, though. I'd say they caved rather quickly.
Amazing.
Were they convinced, or were they coerced? Aww.
It's just that we need to fill in every single page of the application.
Just going with the coerced one.
It's been a century, but the academia is as picky as ever. Let's see now. What do we need to fill in? Course name, learning objectives, teaching methods, course materials. I suppose we can fill in the course name last.
Our learning object is to teach people to read, right?
That's a bit too general, I'd say. After all, this class's target audience isn't toddlers or children, but rather people who already know the basics of reading. As such, we'll need a more specific learning objective. How about proficiency in reading and writing?
That's true. If we use children's teaching materials, we'll only end up wasting a lot of time on things that students would already know.
True.
And you have your job as a forest ranger, Kale. People who attend this course in the future are also likely to have life commitments. We need more effective teaching methods.
So, other than teaching materials for children, what other learning methods does Kale use?
Master always tells me that practice is the best way to learn.
That's
That's why I often ask him to help me find simple books to read.
It must have been difficult to get books in Sumeru in recent years, no? Tainari really went the extra mile for you. Expanding literacy is a capital notion. Now that the academia is easing restrictions on the circulation of books, there should be more people who have become interested in reading. It's a great time to conduct this course.
Alright, so we've got teaching methods sorted out. How do we choose our course materials then?
So that's next on the list. I fear that I'm at a loss as to which books youngsters like nowadays. Would The Legend of Antara be too old of a story?
If even the centenarian like you finds that tale old, how old is that story exactly?
Fair. Kale, what have you been reading lately?
Me? I've been reading light novels from Inazuma. I heard that ever since we were allowed to sell books in Sumeru again, some people set up stalls at Treasure Street to sell light novels. I've been meaning to go there and check it out.
Light novels? This is my first time hearing about such a thing, but I doubt I will procure suitable teaching materials from the House of Dana. Treasure Street it is.
Why do I have the feeling she's gonna find, like, the specific kind of light novel involving the relationships with between two guys? Why do I have the feeling that she's gonna be interested in that?
Wait for us, Madame Farazan! Well, you wouldn't think someone as fast as her is over 100. Let's pick up the pace and catch up to her.
I mean, if you say so, it's just a jump down. And we went down too far. Fuck. Oh well. Just a bit of a walk. Oh, it was right here. I thought it was completely somewhere else.
A long and mildly ungrammatical title. And why is the cover so colorful?
Is this your first time seeing a light novel, ma'am? Oh, they're the most popular of books nowadays. Would you like me to recommend something?
Fine. One shouldn't judge a book by its cover after all.
True.
Maybe browse through the books here.
Of course. Why don't you try this one? It's Outlander Brigade, When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai.
I heard that this book's author describes action in vivid detail.
Now I've only skimmed through a few pages, but it feels like it's all fight scenes. There are only subjects and predicates, and the syntax is a tad simple.
Huh.
Subjects? Predicates?
The protagonist just ends up fighting in every scene with no proper build-up. Will anyone even enjoy a story that's only comprised of fights?
Have you read manga by chance? I mean, she hasn't heard of light novels before, so I doubt it. There might be people out there who will. I mean, to be fair, I'm one of them. It's for readers who don't care about plot.
How about... the good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat Sunsetias to become stronger.
Why do I have a feeling that's actually a reference to any isekai there? But who would want to be reincarnated as a hilly troll, though?
A reincarnation isekai story? Those are pretty popular right now.
Yeah, no kidding. I wonder why. I mean, in reality, that genre is pretty saturated. Or very popular. I mean, for most people, real life kind of sucks at the moment, so probably one reason why that's popular.
Isekai? What in the world is that? Also, why does it become stronger by eating Sunsetias?
Anyway, those are what they call tropes.
Tropes? Ah, those fictional rules used to push the plot forward, yes? They're definitely effective in achieving a distancing effect.
Bruh. Oh. I turned off the autoplay at some point.
What is this distancing effect?
However, this book doesn't explain how reincarnation correlates to becoming stronger. Such an illogical rule will affect the coherence of the story. Will readers really accept this?
There might be people out there who will. It's for readers who don't care much for logic. I mean, it's the same as the first one here. Eh.
How about this? I had to fight tooth and nail to get this in stock.
Oh, that's the latest volume of Onibudo!
Now that's a rather normal title length. Oh, Kale, do you like this series?
Yes, but I don't like it that much.
She says, but anyway, she clearly recognized it as the latest volume with a single glance. Is she embarrassed to admit that she likes books like this?
Madam, are you going to use this series as teaching material?
Let me see. The dialogue flows quite well, but there are too many phrases here that I don't recognize.
Like?
Third eye of perception, illusory mirror, and so on. Are these terms that are tied to tropes?
No idea.
I also thought those names were strange when I was reading them.
She was able to say those phrases in such a serious tone. I guess that's a language researcher for wait. That's a researcher for you then.
It's impossible to derive the meaning of these phrases in isolation. Also, their morphological properties are quite pedestrian, really. Or did the protagonist purposely create these strange names to disorient their foes?
Maybe, but just to let you guys know, English isn't my first language, so if there's an awkward pause from me as well while I'm trying to read it, that probably has to do with it. I think it's because such names are cool. I think it's because such names are fancy. I mean, to be fair, I would go for none of these options, because it doesn't really sound that fancy, and it doesn't sound cool at all. Go with fancy.
So there's no deeper purpose. It's quite hard to understand stories written these days.
You're right. It's such a weird book. But you keep wanting to read the next page.
Even the most popular book in Sumeru back then had greater depth than anything written today.
The most popular book back then?
Yes. A Bahumano researcher wrote it while researching folk legends. The plot had many twists. The world building was fantastic, and even the writing could withstand scrutiny. When it was still being published, many people in the academia were reading it. Even the sages back then all described the story as a timeless classic. The series must have concluded after so many years, right? Perhaps it's even more popular now.
Is there a book like that in Sumeru? I've never heard of such a thing before. What's the title?
Let me guess, it's gonna be the worst and least popular book in Sumeru.
It's called Tales of Shariar. Do you sell it here?
Tales of Shariar? I don't think I've heard of that before. When was it published?
About 100 years ago.
100 years ago? Are you pulling my leg? What sort of book can remain popular for 100 years?
The Legend of Antara is popular to this very day, isn't it? I just heard someone telling it a few days ago in a cafe. If an old story like that is still being shared, then Tales of Shariar must be even more popular.
Even if that is the case, I really don't carry that book here in my store.
What? Is that because of the academia's strict control over books in recent years?
Probably.
I can't believe they've allowed the people of Sumeru to become so uncivilized. How can they not know about the Tales of Shariar?
Tales of Shariar? Oh, wait. I think I heard an antique seller on the other end of Treasure Street mention that name before. I mean, it is a book from 100 years ago. Why don't you try asking for it there?
Tales of Shariar is considered an antique now? How could the academia have let such an excellent work of literature be forgotten like this?
I mean, I think before it to be considered antique, it needs to be like 50 to 100 years old, considering she's over 100, so...
Traveler, Kale, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's meet at the antique sellers.
Madam, wait! Oh no, this is bad.
What's wrong?
You asked me why I'm scared of Madame Farazan, right? It's not because I don't know how to respond to her kindness. It's because I'm afraid of that ancient language she researches, because I can barely understand any of it. What if she uses ancient texts as teaching material?
That book's only 100 years old, Kale. I doubt this counts as a book written in an ancient language. To be fair, it is only 100, so I doubt it's an ancient language.
Even so, what if researchers from 100 years ago like to use ancient languages in their books? We've got to catch up to her!
Well, someone's a worrywart. Didn't mean to climb back up. Oh, she's right there. No, I was gonna go for a superhero landing there.
The 5th volume of Tales of Shariar.
What?